Hey, my name is Khalid and this is my 2014 Toyota Corolla S. I got quite a bit done, right? Got a engine, cold air intake, long ram, TRD strut bar, TRD rear sway bar, T and lowering springs with modified 8th gen Corolla parts in order for them to fit. The drop is about 2 inches at the front and 2.5 at the rear. I have Weapon R unequal length headers, custom made mid-pipe, 2.5 stainless steel, and a TRD axle back. And I've recently put on the TRD rims that were technically made for the Toyota Matrix, but they do in fact actually fit the Corolla. Custom made front splitter, as well as a front lip, rear roof spoiler. I got a few places on the car wrapped as well. Roof, side mirrors, and the chrome piece of my front grille. I like the car because, you know what, it's something different. You don't see it all the time. And as a matter of fact, it's a reliable car. Being a Toyota Corolla, they don't break down. You don't see them on flatbeds or anything. You still see them driving on the roads. And you know what, it's a great daily car as well. My future plan, eventually, I do want to boost the car. One of these days, I do plan to do it. But first, I want to build up the motor so it's at least capable of handling it. And then eventually swap in the Lotus Elise transmission, manual transmission, which in fact does bolt onto this, and then go from there. When I was maybe 5, 6 years old, going in the garage, helping my grandpa rebuild his 67 Buick Regal. Most likely drop the motor out on a Friday, rebuild it on a Saturday. By Sunday, the car was up and running. Did about every weekend, we did something on that car. And that car, as a matter of fact, had 1.3 million clicks on the car. And it actually reset, the odometer actually reset itself. From there, my dad, he deals with aerospace, so the mechanic side is there a little bit. My grandpa, he's actually a forklift mechanic. I used to watch F1 a lot. Really liked the mechanic side of it, how they actually work. They started liking NASCAR. From there on, high school, it came on. Started off at a dealership, Airport Nissan, doing my co-op. They weren't able to actually hire me, as a matter of fact, because the dealership was actually going bankrupt. So from there on, that summer, looking around, got a job at Northwest Lexus as a wash bay attendant. Worked there for about 3 years, left, went to Mercedes-Benz Brampton, was there for about a year, and then finally got the call back from my boss to be a shop as an automotive mechanic. What I loved the best was that everything that's pretty much done on my car, 90% of it, I actually did myself. And it gives you a better feeling than having someone else do it for you.
This right here is a 2014 Toyota Corolla S package. So that's a sports package for those of you that don't know. From what I am aware, the sports package, it comes with a lot stiffer suspension as well. But that doesn't really matter because this one actually is lowered on teen lowered springs, and it's just a lot lower than a stock Corolla would. And the suspension is a lot more stiff, it's a lot less body roll as well. So it's pretty nice. I really like this Corolla, the reason being it's one of those different types of builds. Like it's not one of those regular builds. It's not like another Honda Civic, it's not another, it's not another Nissan 240. It's a Corolla. Like, you don't really see much of these things being built. I really do respect people that build different things like this because, like, one, they have the balls to be different, and two, they are taking a risk because there's not a lot of aftermarket part. There's gonna be a lot of custom fabrication that goes along with having a different type of build. The Toyota Corolla, like, for the car enthusiasts, they know that it used to be somewhat of a sports car. It was a sports car, like even the AE86. But now, over the years, it's become such a commuter car, right? And with the newer generation, with the latest generation, this one's actually the 2014, like I mentioned earlier, they're trying to bring back the sportiness of it, right? And I do see it because, like, the shifter, it's amazing. Like, it's very direct, and it's not too long. It's a very direct, clicky feel, and you know what gear you're in at all times. It's a 6-speed as well. And the interior in here, like, the longer I drive it, the more the Toyota 86 or the Scion FRS I feel in here. Like, I feel that car's presence in here. Like, the shift box, no, it's not as notchy, it's not as tight as an FRS, but it's very similar to one. Like, I really do feel the heritage of it. And like, even the feel, the whole vibe in here, even like the dash, like the center console and everything, it kind of looks like the BRZ, man. And this thing's got that VVTi. Shifts are really nice, and I'm not gonna go too hard because once again it's a front wheel drive, it's on Chinese tires, it's actually on some Kumos, and they're pretty decent tires. Once again, they're all seasons, so they're not the stickiest tires out there, but for an underpowered car like this, like, they're pretty grippy. It's got a Lexus ISF custom order shifter, and Khalid actually works at a Lexus dealership, so this was actually a back order shift knob. And this piece is like, it's a real carbon fiber piece. Taking the thing costs $200, and he got it for free just cause like it's just been sitting there collecting dust, and the employees happen to know that Khalid drives a 6-speed, so they just kind of gave it to him. So he's actually gotten it re-threaded so it fits directly onto his shifter, and yo, it works really well. I like it a lot, and everything on this car, it's super Toyota. Like, everything is just full TRD, Toyota Racing Development. And there's not much aftermarket components on this. The only thing that's aftermarket would be the exhaust setup and the intake. It's an engine intake. So it's just simple bolt-ons, nothing crazy on this. I actually used to have a Corolla way back when. I used to have a 2002 Corolla when I was a little racer. The whole deal, you know, lowering springs, you know, I had wide wheels on it, you know, I had an exhaust. I thought I was the coolest guy ever. So when I saw this car, oh man, like, it really spoke to my heart, you know, like, I was just like, oh man, I had to review this car. I'm on a regular road, you know, I have it in 4th gear, and I'm just cruising, you know, it's super comfy. Once again, it's a regular Corolla, and it's quiet. It's a little bit of grunt. What I like about this exhaust, let's talk about the exhaust. The exhaust setup is very nice. One, you get a lot of intake noise from the engine intake, which I really, really love. And two, it sounds like a Subaru. This is a 1.8 liter motor, and it has a deep, throaty grunt and a rumble like a Subaru. And you may be wondering, oh my gosh, Evan, how do you make a Corolla sound like a Subaru? Well, this is the recipe to make any car sound like a Subaru, and you pretty much need uneven headers, and that's exactly what this car has. This car has Weapon R uneven headers, and yo, this thing sounds so beast. Uneven headers, it's got a high flow cat. The res is still in here, which is why the car isn't crazy loud. It's the reason why I can have this conversation with you guys right now while I'm driving this car. It's super quiet, but once I do, you know, give it some gas, you get a lot of grunt and noise, and that's very optimal. Like, that's a very good recipe for a daily driving car, because you don't always want to have the loud exhaust note out there. And it corners pretty nicely, surprisingly. Like, I really like this 3-spoke steering wheel. You know, it's nice and thick. It has a lot of girth to it, so you got a lot of wheel to hold on to, and it feels good. Like, I'm surprised that cars have come this far, especially a Toyota Corolla. A commuter car is now so sporty, and all it required was some lowering springs. He's also got a few other suspension components under the car as well. You know, he's got the strut bar and a subframe brace as well. So that also helps with the handling as well, because the braces are significantly thicker than the OEM. Toyota's done a really good job. It's so luxurious. If this is what is cheap in the market, like, yo, 2017 is a really good time to be shopping for a car, because all the materials in here just feel super high quality, like, you can't go wrong with the Corolla. Like, you know, you get the Toyota reliability as well. You know, it's good on gas, and like everything in here is so premium. You know, like it's a good feel. You know, you get a reverse camera, you get all these screens all over you. I got a sunroof in here. It's nice. Let's also talk about the splitter that Khalid has on this. The splitter, I know Khalid was excited for it as well. We actually postponed this review so he can have the splitter on it, and totally worth it. The splitter literally wakes up that front end. Like, if you look at the front, this car is really menacing. It's super mean and aggressive, and that splitter is so race car, man. Like, I love the look of the splitter. The Corolla already, the front end, it's an aggressive front end, but with that splitter on, it's crazy. The wheels, they're from a Toyota Matrix, like, you know, they're just Matrix wheels that were powder coated black, and they work really well with this blue color. You know, like it matches so well, and the fact that he's kept it sort of an OEM plus sort of build, it's nice. It's a very clean looking build. Even the brake pedals, they're TRD brake pedals that he has installed on this, and they feel so nice. Like, they literally make the whole driving experience a lot nicer. They're like real aluminum as well, so they feel good. Clutch, what can I say? Nothing crazy. It's a commuter car, you know, it grabs, goes, it's easy, it's light, you can drive it every day. And the seats, surprisingly, these seats, they hold you in pretty decently. They have a little bit of bolstering. Obviously, I'm not sitting too low. Once again, it's not a race car, but it's not bad. Like, the window sills and everything, they're all sitting high. You still sit, you feel like you're sitting low in the cockpit, and that's what kind of gives you a little bit of a sporty feel as well. I don't like where the shifter is positioned, but you do get a nice little armrest for cruising and whatnot. Okay guys, now the brake feel. I don't know if this is a new car thing, but this brake is very good. Like, for what this car is, these are the stock brakes. These are stock brakes that come with the Toyota Corolla, and these brakes are very, very, very good. It's a lot more stopping power than you actually need, and that's good. This car feels a lot faster than it actually is, and I like that. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate all the support you guys have given me. This channel is growing very, very, very quickly, and I can only thank you guys. So please guys, keep doing what you guys are doing. Keep liking my videos, keep sharing them, because it really does help. And also guys, let me know what you guys think about the Corolla build. Do you guys think it's something that you would do? Like, if you had a daily, would you modify it like this slightly, or would you just keep your daily completely stock? Let me know down in the comment section below. I want to know. Let's have a conversation. Also guys, don't forget to click subscribe, because I drop a car review every single week. And while you're at it, make sure you click that notification button, because that notification button will let you know exactly when I drop that video. It'll give you like a notification. That's pretty much what it does. Thank you so much for watching guys. Be good kids, and have a good one guys. 11-11. Take it easy guys.